everyone, my name is Edith and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a fashion review of the 5th episode of Drag Race Holland. And I have like an hour to film this, so let's get right into it. Okay, before we jump into the queens, let's take a quick look at Fred's look of this week. Okay, this look is giving me like such a sugary, sweet feeling. Like she's looking like candy, okay? And I'm absolutely here for it. I really like the dress. I think it is a beautiful shape on Fred. The shoes are right. The hair is amazing, giving me some cotton candy fantasy. And that makeup. They did something very different with the makeup this week. And I'm actually really here for it. I'm not sure if they tried some different things beforehand or tried just like along the way what they were gonna do with Fred's makeup. Before it was a bit more like subtle, a little more like feminine, you know, but now this is like way more over the top and I'm kind of here for it. It makes Fred's eyes look way bigger and I actually like that it's being pulled up a bit more. Yeah, I really like it, so I hope that they continue with these makeup looks because I actually think it really suits Fred's face. And it kind of feels like they figured out the kind of style that they're going for Fred. It is giving me that Rue vibe. And yeah, it is very polished, very nice. And yeah, I love it. I am here for it. So I am giving this look for Fred a 4 out of 5 klompen. Alright, now let's move on to the Queens of Drag Race Holland. The theme of this week's runway was split personalities. But then on the runway they said that it was half man, half queen. So I was a little bit confused with that, like make it one thing, you know, not multiple things. When I first heard the theme, I was like pretty excited because you can do some very cool creative looks with a split look, you know? Like to incorporate 2 looks and make it one is kind of like a challenge, so I like that aspect about it. But when I heard the stories of the queens, specifically Mama Queen, I was like, yeah, this is a pretty outdated theme, okay? Like this doesn't really fit in with this day and age and what drag is. So I was kind of disappointed with the production for that, but I'm glad that the queens made it their own and did not do something that did not feel comfortable to them. But let's get into these looks. First one on the runway is Miss Abby. Oh my god. Alright, her theme was It's a Tie. She went with the half man, half queen look and she did a tuxedo on one side and then some kind of corset with ties on the other side. I get what she was going for, but it was just not that flawlessly executed. And yeah, the back especially, I don't have a picture of it right now, but when I saw it, like when I saw her walking on the stage, I was like, that looks a little bit messy. I also don't like how not split it is. Her face is really split in half, like right down the middle, and that line is very straight. I think she did that beautifully. Like it really looks like 2 different faces, like were just put together. But when I take a look at this look, I don't see that line. And of course you don't have to, but then don't make the face so split up as well, I guess. So yeah, I was a little bit disappointed with that because I like what she did with the blouse. Like this is kind of like the connecting part that has the man with the blazer and then over here the corset over it, and then the ties hanging were just very messy to me. The pantsuit is also you know, it was just a very look. Like okay, I see what you were going for, but it is just not there yet. And she said it herself, like she had the exact same thing as Miss Envy Peru, but Miss Envy Peru executed it better. And when you have someone in comparison and yeah, they do it better, it is kind of a little bit difficult to get away from that. So in all, the makeup and the hair was phenomenal. It was done really well, but the outfit was just not it for me. Like if you're gonna do a man-women side, I wanted a little bit more from the, well, both sides, I guess. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I just needed more, and that is what I always have with Abby, like until now. Like I just need a little bit more. So So what are we gonna give this? I think I'm gonna give Miss Abby a 2 out of 5 klompen for this look. Next up on the runway we have Miss Envy Peru with her look Señor and Señorita Peru. Alright, so they did Miss Abby kind of dirty because after Miss Envy Peru came onto the stage you kind of already forget Miss Abby's look because this was done amazingly, okay? Like, of course, it is very simple. Like, this is exactly what you think of when somebody does a half man, half queen look. But it was done so right. It was just perfect, like always, and I think that is kind of like the standard that we hold Miss Envy Peru to. Like, it is always gonna be clean, beautiful, perfect, basically. And I almost kind of love what she did to the man side more because it was done so right. Like, she used a little bit of makeup on that side and it was really like that macho kind of man, but then with the very classy boot I really didn't even notice that, so I'm glad that the judges pointed it out because that is a good boot, okay? Like, if I see a man wearing that I'm gonna be like, okay, alright, you have some style. And I also really applaud her for walking, like all the queens basically, for walking in like a really high heel and then like some kind of boot or something like that. That must be really hard to do, that height difference, but they made it work. Like, it looked very normal. But yeah, I really love this men's side and I kind of love how it was put over the dress kind of. And then the women's side, I mean, it is very simple, but she looks very glamorous, and when I heard the theme of her look, like Señorita, like this is what I think of. That huge hair, that really sexy dress, and then ooh, that little gun, like that was a good touch, okay? Like, I was here for that. It is very Bond, like Bond movies. Like, I haven't seen any of the Bond movies, but this is what I imagine it to be. Don't drag me because I haven't seen any, but yeah, okay. Let me just move on from that. And then the makeup, it was a little bit more subtle, like not that split up. Like, you could really see that line with Miss Abby. But I also really like how she did this, and especially how she did the hair. Like, that was very hard, I think, because she kind of used her own hair and just clipped it on in some kind of way. Yeah, I was really here for the execution of that. I think that this look is kind of perfect. Like, it is perfect. So yeah, what am I gonna give this? I mean, yeah, I gotta give it like 5 out of 5 klompen. Yeah, I mean, she served it every single week, so I'm gonna give her the highest score for that. I mean, she deserves it. Yeah, 5 out of 5 klompen for Miss Envy Peru. And then we have Mama Queen, and her team is Dancing with the Devil. I thought it was literally bull. Like, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but it was absolute bullshit that the judges didn't see exactly what this was. Like, you don't have to explain this. This is so obvious. Like, they probably didn't have their glasses on or something. I mean, there is one dark side with very dark makeup and a horn, and then on one side is very bright and colorful. Like, what else is there to say? Like, it is very obvious. And the way that they make their costumes, like, I have a feeling that they almost make all of their costumes, but it is gorgeous. It is just gorgeous. Like, that split in half, it is done so beautifully. I love the hair. The hair is my absolute favorite part of this. I want the dark side, like, ooh, it's done so right. I love the little bang moment. And then the very like hair on the other side. I am absolutely here for it. The makeup is gorgeous. The costume, the diamonds everywhere. Like, this could have been like a good look for the diamonds look from last week. Yeah, the dark side is my absolute favorite. I would have wished like if the horn was dark as well. Like, maybe they could have like spray painted it or something. But yeah, it is perfect. I love that they chose for this, because it is a split personalities team, and I think that all of the queens got that memo. So to kind of judge them on not seeing the man side in them, I thought it was very disrespectful and rude to say that. I did not like the comments of this week's judges, and I was feeling really sad for Mama Queen, because to stand there and tell your story and get those kind of comments, that must be really hard. And I can't imagine how Mama Queen must have felt. Like, that must have been like terrible. So yeah, that the judges didn't understand this look, like I don't get it. I understand it completely, and I am going to give this look a 5 out of 5 klompen because this was impeccable, and someone who doesn't see that, like, hack them, okay? Like, get out of there. This was amazing. Another queen's look that was being heavily misunderstood was from Chelsea Boy. Now, when she walked on the stage, like she keeps surprising me, okay? And I am absolutely here for that aspect of Chelsea Boy's drag, because she just does whatever she feels like. Like, sometimes it is a bit more on the feminine aspect, like when she did that wind look, you know, like absolutely gorgeous, that look. And then this is a bit more androgynous, and sometimes she's just like a full-blown alien, and I'm here for that kind of drag. Like, keeps surprising me. I absolutely love it. So yeah, her theme was Metamorphosis, and it was inspired by Mystique from, I believe, the Marvel universe. I haven't seen a Marvel movie with Mystique in it, but I know kind of what she is, I guess. And I love how she incorporates that transformative aspect into her look. Like, it is kind of going all over her. She's literally in the middle of a transformation, okay? And I like that she didn't do a split look. Like, it is so different, so unexpected, and I am here for it. Like, why do you have to have a line? It is, in most cases, not all, pretty ugly. I like how she did the makeup and the costume. It is done very beautifully. It really looks like she has scales on her skin. Can I have that as well? I love it. And then on the other side, she was almost nude, and she shows a little bit more masculine features, but the look still doesn't revolve around that, and I like that. It is kind of more like a human transforming into this alien. So I really like the alien side. I really love it, or alien, whatever you want to call it. But I'm kind of missing something on the other side. And I would have loved if she did something with the hair. Not sure, no, that's not her real hair. She has blue hair. But if she did maybe some blue stripes in the hair or something, like that is transforming as well. Like, that would have been really cool. And on the other side, I'm not really sure what she could have done. You don't want to make it too much because she is in that transformative thing, you know, like she's transforming. So yeah, I'm a little bit on the fence on that, but I would have liked something. Those boots, by the way, are insane. Like, how can you walk on those? Like, I want to have them, but also I can't walk in them. Oh my god, she also decorated them with like little fluffy things. Ooh, I love the attention to detail with Chelsea Boy. Like, I am so here for her looks. I did think, like, she did this really, like, her hand over her face, like, on both sides. And with the side with the nails, it was very like, ooh, ha. But when she did with her hand with no nails on it, I mean, I get what she didn't have nails on. It was kind of like, you know. It didn't have the same effects, but that's okay. So I really love this look. Like, it was being heavily misunderstood. It is a really great look, especially for this theme if you want to do something different. But I did kind of miss something, like a little bit more on one side. Don't know what it is, but I kind of missed something. So with that, I am going to give this look a 4 out of 5 klompen. Alright, and next up is Janie JK with her look Different Reflections. Now, I thought this was such a smart idea, like, oh my gosh, because now you can really see the finished face, you know, like almost, and it kind of makes it more real in a way, if you understand what I mean. I like the queen side a little bit better. I do think that she should have done like longer hair, because now it's kind of like a floop over here, like maybe just like below the shoulder or a little bit above the shoulder, or maybe just an updo, you know, that could have been cool. I like the costume. It is not amazing to me. I kind of get why she did it, because you don't want to do like too much, because you have two sides, you know, like it can be a lot. Cute, I guess, but I wasn't wowed. Like, I like the face nice with the hair a little bit more than the rest of the look. But it was nice, it was polished, you know. And then the twink side, like she said, was cute. Like when the judges asked like, do you really dress like that? And she was like, yeah, I dress like that. Like I got a little bit of a giggle out of that. But yeah, that was funny. Yeah, I kind of like it. I like that it isn't like too masculine. Like if she isn't like that in real life, like I like that she did this. And also with the YouTube shoes, I think those were buffaloes, I'm not really sure, but how she walked in them, like I gotta give props to her. Okay, like that is very cool how she walked in that. Like I said, all of the queens, like how do you do that? But yeah, I like this look. I wasn't wowed by it. It was just okay. Like it fit the team, it was alright, the split was there, it was sewn really beautifully. Oh, I'm just seeing like she did a nude panel over here because she had like a bit of a higher neck. Oh, okay, that's interesting how that's made. Yeah, I liked it. It wasn't amazing or anything, but I am going to give this look a 3 out of 5 klompen. Now, the last queen to walk into the runway is Setter Jean. And you know I love me some Setter Jean, but when I saw her walk onto the stage tonight, I was like, who is this? Like, how? What? This isn't what we know from Setter Jean. Like, she brings all these amazing looks, but this, man, I was so disappointed. Oh my gosh. Okay, but the team was Muppet Mariage. I think it's just marriage, but Fred said it in a really weird way. And I mean, the team, like, it is such a fun team, such a different take, but still like kind of what they were looking for, you know. But it was executed so badly. The costume is alright, like it is so cool, I guess, but I am totally missing the characters in it, you know. Like I kind of like the Kermit side, but I mean only the costume. I hated the makeup and okay, but I really needed more glam, and I didn't really think of that, but when I said it I was like, oh yeah, what did Miss Piggy look like? And I was like, oh wait, she's like this very glamorous woman, you know? Like this country little moment just doesn't make the cut. We needed like glamour because this is Miss Piggy, right? And then the makeup is just so terrible. Like, oh, you don't have to be like an amazing makeup artist. Like you could have done something different and still made sure that they looked like the characters. Maybe some kind of prosthetics or something, but to paint yourself a color that is, yeah, that was just not a great choice, I think. The makeup was just, like it was really terrible. And the hair is also not glamour at all. Like it is big, but not glamorous. We needed some prosthetics. Like it even said, if you came up like with a hat on her face or something, or a hat like with like ears or anything, like anything would have been better. And I feel really bad for saying that because I absolutely love Setter Jean. Like she is one of my favorites, okay? Like I was like, no, she's gonna get sent home for this. Like this is so unfair. I can ramble on for this like so long, but I am not gonna do it because one, I am running out of time and also you don't want to hear that. Let's just give this a rate. I feel so bad, but let's just say, okay, let's just say it. It is gonna be a 1 out of 5 klompen. I can't make anything better for it. Like I can't do it. I am so sorry, Setter Jean. Like I love you, but just not this look. So, alright, so that were all the looks of this week's runway. Now, I thought that some people were like really creative with their ideas and some people just went the safe route, which is not particularly bad if you execute it well. But yeah, I maybe would have expected a little bit more from something like split personalities. Like you can do so much with that. But you know, this is what we got and that is what we're gonna judge. Now, what was my favorite look? I am really on the fence on this one and I don't really know if I can make a choice because I like two looks like a lot, but I think I'm gonna give it to Mama Queen. Yeah, I really liked the look. I like that she did something different. The execution was amazing. It was just great, okay? So I gotta give this to Mama Queen. I really love the look and I love what you are representing on the show, and yeah, you get the klomp of the week. I really really hope that you enjoyed this little fashion review of the 5th episode of Drag Race Holland. Now, if you haven't checked out my other fashion reviews, I will link a playlist up here. But if you enjoyed this one, please make sure to give it a like. It really helps out the channel. And then while you're here, just leave a comment on what your favorite look was. And then while you're down there, just make sure to subscribe. And then I just want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!